The other big story we're tracking today, the Supreme Court ordered an independent investigation into the Pegasus case, and in doing so, it said the government cannot get a free pass every time national security is raised. The ruling came on a batch of a dozen petitions which were seeking an independent investigation into charges that had surfaced in the media. The charges were about unauthorized surveillance. The court-appointed committee has 3 technical members and is supervised by retired Judge Justice R.V. Ravindran. Its basic task is to submit a report within 2 months, and its mandate is as follows. It has a 6-point mandate to see whether Pegasus was used on phones or other devices to access stored data, eavesdrop, or intercept information. Who were the victims of this spyware attack, if any? Details of the victims and people affected. What are the steps taken by the center after 2019 reports that WhatsApp accounts were hacked using Pegasus? Whether Pegasus was bought by the center or any state government or any central agency or state agency. If Pegasus was used, what rule was it used under? But more importantly, it's the comments made by the court in its judgment that has set the cat among the pigeons and has led to a round of attacks on the center. It has been observed by the court that allegations of snooping will have a chilling effect, and the government cannot appoint a committee on its own because that will violate laid down judicial principles against bias. And most importantly, that the government cannot get a free pass by invoking national security.
Pegasus is an attempt to crush Indian democracy. It's an attempt to make sure that the vibrancy of the democracy, the conversation that takes place in a democracy are crushed and people are controlled. For us, we are quite happy that the Supreme Court has accepted to look into this. There is the institution of Parliament where we will raise this again and we will try to have a debate in Parliament. I am pretty sure the BJP would not like that debate, so they will make sure that that debate is stalled, but we will try to hold that debate.
Rahul has nothing new to offer. Repetition and Rahul Gandhi stand hand in hand. The government in its affidavit, the copy of which I carry today, had categorically stated to the Supreme Court that we are also of the opinion that in order to counter the false narrative of certain vested interest group, it would be fair that if we establish a committee of experts and they look into this whole issue. And this is what has happened today on the floor of Supreme Court.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, we are joined by Ghanshyam Tiwari, national spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. In a while, we'll be joined by R.P. Singh as well. But Ghanshyam Tiwari, while I wait for Mr. R.P. Singh because he has quite a few questions to answer on behalf of his party, let me start by taking your reaction on what the BJP has just said, saying, and I quote what Amit Malviya has said, he is saying that the GOI had proposed constituting a committee to look into allegations involving Pegasus. The Supreme Court agreed with this submission and constituted one. Those celebrating this order are the same people who abuse the SC every time it gives an order which does not suit their politics, essentially saying, this is what we wanted, this is what the court has ordered, what is the big deal?
Well, this government must win an Oscar in shamelessness and their hollow sense of national security. As the Supreme Court says, national security cannot be an omnibus argument. Privacy is an important thing for every citizen, not just journalists and social activists. That restrictions on privacy must pass constitutional tests. Surveillance will have chilling effect on the press, which means our constitution and our strength of our constitution. The government of India's stand is not clear. There is no denial by the center, and foreign entities spying on Indian citizens is a matter of concern. In the face of this, this is the joke that Modi government is. That you have Ajay Mishra, who is clearly a person who should not be the Minister of State Home. And you have a Home Minister under whose leadership this spying, supposedly alleged spying was done, which includes spying on women, spying on journalists, spying on judges, spying on drivers. Such is this shameless government that they can still say that their claim is their stand is vindicated, when the world is laughing. You can look at the headlines from the international press, and I can quote some of these headlines from the international press that talk about the reality that this government has put India into.
Respond to that. Leave aside the politics. You've had the Supreme Court today saying that we gave sufficient time to the government to come back with all the details, but they only gave quote-unquote vague denials. Why? You kept
Just think
saying
about
we will have a committee, whereas the court is saying how can you choose who will investigate you? That's why they have an independent fact-finding committee.
Thank you, Padmaja. But what court has done now, they have appointed a committee which is of technical experts headed by a retired Supreme Court judge. So we were saying the same thing. Now court has put their thing,
and we are okay with it. But court has also said right to privacy sacrosanct, but has a limit. This is the part of the court judgment. So we are okay with it. I mean, and my friend from Samajwadi Party is forgetting. What did Mulayam Singh Yadav and Amar Singh have to say about the phone tapping in 2006 and 2011, sir? You're forgetting that. So, and here we are saying
No, I'm not forgetting. I'm just saying that you deserve an Oscar in shamelessness. Aarti Singh, Sambit Patra, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, you collectively deserve Oscar of shamelessness. The international press is giving you. Please take it.
No, let's stay away from rhetoric. You know, you are talking about how the restrictions, that privacy has restrictions, RP Singh, but the entirety of the court's observations are as follows. In today's world, restrictions of privacy is to prevent terrorism activity and can only be imposed when needed to protect national security. The state cannot get a free pass every time by raising national security concerns. National security cannot be the bugbear that the judiciary shies away from by virtue of its mere mentioning. So essentially the court is saying that yes, you do have restrictions to privacy, but you can't just keep citing national security and be completely opaque. Essentially, they have wrapped you, RP Singh, saying that you were trying to obfuscate the investigation.
No, Padmaja, that's your way of looking into things. What did the government say? That we are prepared to investigate through a technical team. And what has court done? Who are the people who have been appointed by court? All technical experts headed by a judge. But who will give who will investigate the matter? They're technical experts, and that's what we said. And court has accepted what we said. How they wrapped us? This is what we were saying. That let a technical team investigate and let everything let everything come in open. So it's happening now, and everyone will come to know what is happening.
Okay, Tehseen Poonawalla, nobody had an objection to an investigation to begin with. All that they are saying is we don't want it to stand in the way of India's tactical concerns. That is Mr. Singh's argument.
Good evening, Padmaja. Thank you for having me on the show. Good evening to the fellow panelists and your viewers. The question that the Honorable Supreme Court asked the Government of India, which it still refused to answer, is did the Government of India buy the Pegasus weapon? Yes or no? And they have still not answered that. Now, what we do know and what we have concluded is that Pegasus was used on some fellow Indian citizens, a retired Indian Chief Justice, and some people from the Election Commission, including women journalists. Now, either this was used by the Indian government or this was used by a foreign government. That is the question which the government is still not answering. My fear is this, Padmaja, and I'm sharing my concern. If this government, and like Ghanshyam said, is shameless enough not to answer to the Supreme Court of India and sitting judges, what do you think they will cooperate with a committee appointed by the Supreme Court? I think that they are skirting around the issue. In Parliament, they say we cannot answer on Pegasus because the matter is in Supreme Court. In Supreme Court, they say it's a national security issue. The fact of the matter is this weapon was used on fellow Indian citizens and was used to weaken our institutions. That is the question. The second question that I want to just put before your viewers is this. What Mr. Singh spoke about is tapping. Tapping had a method. You needed to take permission from the Home Secretary, from the Telecom Secretary, etc. But hacking is not allowed. Entering into people's phones, entering into their data is simply not allowed. That is as criminal as it gets. And if it's done by the Government of India...
No, but that is still to be established by the committee. We are getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go by what the court has said. The court hasn't said the government is tapping. The court has said, let us investigate if the government was illegally tapping private citizens. So let's please stick to facts and the current position.
Absolutely. Therefore, how will I investigate? Did the government get this weapon or no? Yes or no is what they have not answered. It's just been a vague denial from them. They haven't said that they haven't got this weapon. And we know people's phones have been hacked. We know about that because some phones have gone for forensic.
How do you know that?
The question is, because some phones have gone for forensic.
How do you know that?
13 phones have gone for forensic and that report has been put out. Please do not challenge me on facts. Let's come to the important question. The important
how do you know
question.
that?
Because the phones have gone for forensic. You're repeating the question and interrupting me.
No.
Those reports have been...
Again, let's not get into a rhetorical. You are making a claim that is still under investigation. But let me make a more specific point to you, RP Singh. Again, quoting from what the judgment says about what should be inquired, investigated and determined. Now, you have the court very clearly saying over here that this committee has to find out whether any government agency has used the Pegasus suite of spyware on citizens of the country, under what law, rule, guideline, protocol or lawful procedure was such a deployment made, and also about whether Pegasus was acquired by the respondent Union of India, state government, central or state agency for use against citizens of India. To be specific, the courts committee is now going to have you answer things that you have been walking away from. Did you buy Pegasus? Did state governments buy Pegasus? Did any of your agencies buy Pegasus? And did you use it to spy on private citizens or state governments? Now you will have to make that disclosure. Something that in Parliament you said we are not going to do or we can't do.
Thank you, Patruja. Since the matter is sub judice and Justice Ranjan is heading the committee, there are other panelists, Dr. Prabharan and Sandeep Oberoi, Alok Joshi, Ashwini Gumste. I mean, they're all very expert in their domains, and let them do whatever they have to do. Let them go and see what are the documents, what are the evidence, and then let them talk. But not like the Taseen Punewala who comes and says, "Oh, I'm saying so. I know it, sir." Who are you? I mean, you are not the judge. You are not the agency to investigate. Let the investigating agency investigate. Let the court give an order, and then we'll talk about. And look who's talking. You remember, forgotten Chidambaram and Pranab Mukherjee? When that small spy was glued under Pranab Mukherjee's desk. How can you forget? How can you forget Delhi Jail Singh?
Okay.
How can you forget emergency?
I'll let you react to that, because then Ghanshyam Tiwari also wants to come in. React to that, yes.
There are two quick things. Just because Mr. Chidambaram and Pranab Mukherjee did something wrong, just because Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav and Akhilesh Yadav did something wrong, just because Atal Bihari Vajpayee did something wrong, just because Jawaharlal Nehru did something wrong, just please allow me to finish, just because Aurangzeb did something wrong, just because somebody else did something wrong, does not give you a free pass to enter people's phones and take their data. How do I know this has happened? Because this has happened to friends of mine whose phones have been forensically examined, and they have put an affidavit in court that their phones have been examined. That the court has said that some of the victims have come before us.
Okay, who are they? Who has investigated that?
The names are in public domain. And
whose report are you talking about? That Amnesty International, which is a private limited company. Amnesty International is a private limited company.
Okay,
one second, Padmaja, he started with there is no proof of any forensic. Now when I give him the proof, he said, but this is not acceptable. So please stick to facts.
If you, Taseen Punewala, go and submit your phone to Parliament Police Station or whatever police station is near to you. Go and submit your phone.
Okay, let me come in over here. See, whether actual snooping has happened or not, whether Pegasus was used, or wait, let me actually qualify that. Whether illegal spying has happened on private citizens is to be determined now by this fact-finding committee and by the Supreme Court. Neither of us sitting here on a TV panel can decide it. But again, let me keep coming back to what the court says, because this is one thing that we cannot dispute and is unviolable. When it comes to volunteering of information, the court has been very, very harsh, and there's no denying it, which is why I reiterate. Okay, Ghanshyam Tiwari has a question for you, but let me add to that. Volunteering of information didn't happen. Let me quote from the court today. This court gave ample time to Centre to disclose all information regarding the Pegasus attack since 2019. However, only a limited affidavit was filed, throwing no light. If the Centre made it stand clear, the burden of us would have been less. And this was said by the Chief Justice of India, which basically, if I was to paraphrase it, sounds like obfuscation. Ghanshyam Tiwari, what is your question? Then Mr. Singh will answer.
Well, I just want to say that the way the government has turned Indian democracy into a joke. The European Parliament awarded EU's top journalism prize to reporters this month, including Hartes, on the Pegasus project. On one end, you have European Union, 27 countries, awarding from their parliament for this particular expose because it jeopardizes national security, it jeopardizes democracy, it threatens the citizens, it threatens the institutions. On the other end, you have a Narendra Modi government. When this scandal broke out, the response of Narendra Modi government was this is an international conspiracy to derail the parliament session. So they have turned it into a joke. They have spied on their own ministers. They have spied on
Okay, again, like I said, gentlemen, you know, we keep going back because everyone comes here with a pre-decided what it is that you want to say. So the court doesn't really matter because, again, everyone comes here knowing that I'm going to say something about Ajay Mishra, I'm going to say something about the Home Minister, and that's my mandate for the day. That being said, the truth needs to be out there, and the court today has been unforgiving in saying that there wasn't enough information volunteered so far. And hopefully this fact-finding committee, which has to submit a report in 2 months, will for once and for all put a lid on this particular problem as well. Thank you very much all, gentlemen. Completely out of time. Thanks for joining me. Quick break.